On the night of July 8, 1762, a German princess seized the Russian throne through a swift palace coup. This princess completely transformed her life after marrying a small German prince. Her marriage to Peter III, the Duke of Holstein and the future Emperor of Russia, marked the beginning of an era filled with ambition and intrigue. Quickly, she ascended to the pinnacle of Russia, becoming one of Europe's most powerful states. Reigning for 34 years, Catherine shaped a century marked by wars, uprisings, conflicts, and coups. Under her rule, Russia expanded its borders by 540,000 square kilometers. However, when her reign ended, she left behind a powerful Russia that had established military and political dominance over rival states. The relationships of the leading Russian Empress with the territories became stories talked about in every corner of Europe. Yet, few could understand that Catherine was the sole force holding power during these affairs. As ambition and intrigues continued to prevail, Catherine distanced herself from her once innocent image and turned into a ruthless ruler, deviating from her innovative ideas. Born on May 12, 1729, in the Principality of Anhalt-Zerbst, which was part of the Kingdom of Prussia, a girl named Sophie Friedrich Auguste came into the world. Her father, Christian, was the ruler of the small Principality of Anhalt-Zerbst, but his financial situation was far from prosperous. Consequently, Sophie's education was supported by her mother's wealthy relatives with noble and royal connections. At that time, Germany was divided into more than 300 principalities, and the leading families were constantly in competition to gain political advantages. Sophie was raised to become the wife of a powerful ruler throughout her childhood, supported by the wealthy relatives with noble and royal connections. Sophie, whose native language was German, became fluent in a language such as French, which had become a common language among European elites. An important decision that would change Sophie's life was being chosen as the heir to Elizabeth, the daughter of Mad Peter, the Tsar of Russia. However, Elizabeth believed that the heir should be a prince descended from Sophie's father Christian's lineage. Therefore, Elizabeth decided to bring Sophie to Russia to make her the heir. In 1742, young Sophie was brought to Russia by marrying a German prince named Peter Ulrich of Holstein, and she converted to the Orthodox faith. Sophie had now transformed into the future Tsarina of Russia, but her marriage initially seemed ordinary. The eccentricities and excesses of Peter made Sophie's life difficult. Peter's smallpox and the changes in his physical appearance further complicated Sophie's relationship with her husband. Despite facing many difficulties in Peter's life, after his death, Sophie ascended to the throne and took the name Catherine II. The palace coup in 1762 was one of the most notable events in Catherine's process of seizing the throne. After Peter's death, Catherine began seeking support to ascend the throne. Catherine found strong support and, as a result of the palace coup, came to the throne. The reign of Catherine II represents a significant period in Russia's history. She initiated a series of reforms and expansion movements, strengthening the Russian Empire. However, alongside these achievements, her government's authoritarian and despotic leadership style was criticized.